What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Stage 2 video. Today we're going to be playing as Behemoth with the Glacial skin. Not to be confused with the actual Glacial Behemoth monster. But we will get him in a separate video very soon. So let's just get on with this one. And let's move it. We'll go with 2 into Fissure, 1 into Bomb, and the other into Rockwall. We're going to go with Haste, Hunger, and... let's go with Evolved Recovery. And then Torvald, Griffin, Sunny, and Emmett. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. I love Evolve. It's such a funny game, man. It really is. Oh, if only the servers were officially online, you know. Crazy that we didn't know what we had in 2015 until we lost it in 2016, a year later. We didn't know what we had until we lost it a year later. It's very unfortunate. It's just a shame that that so many people complained, you know, when Evolve first dropped. A lot of people were complaining and whining, you know, bitching, and to the developers, and then, you know, they had to go ahead and make Stage 2, which is basically easy mode for the monster, to cater to the to those people. And well, I mean, and then it all went downhill from there. I feel like the downfall really started happening when they focused all their attention on Stage 2 instead of just fixing what was wrong with Legacy. I think that's when the downfall started. I mean, obviously it started when 2K started including those overpriced DLCs. Like, obviously that's when it started, but I think when it like really took into effect was Stage 2's development, you know, because Stage 2 was only around for like a year. Only around for a year now. I don't even think it was doing that well. But yeah, unfortunately, that's what happened. It was the first 4v1 game, so like it's like there was gonna be criticism from the start for sure. But like, I mean, there's the people that complain, man. Like, have they ever played a game before? Like, it was really annoying to find that out when the game, you know, got shut down. It was really annoying to find out that the reason they had to make Stage 2 was because these people were complaining to the developers that it was too hard, I can't find the monster, it takes too long to find them. Like, all you have to do is just adapt it, man, and learn the game, learn how to play. It's not hard to learn how to cut the monster off. You just gotta, like, it's not hard. It's just common sense. Like, you see the monster's going one way. Obviously, if you run behind it and chase behind it on the tracks, you're not gonna get to him. You have to cut him off. Like, look for ways to cut him off, and like be smart with the dome. I mean, it's not that hard. I don't know why people were having so much trouble. But yeah, it's a shame that we lost Evolve because of those people complaining. You know, if people would have just let Turtle Rock do what they do best, and, you know, like, just develop the game, you know, they probably would have been able to fix a lot of the issues. We would have still had the game today. Hunter down. You know, it is what it is, but I'm not gonna lie and say that the game didn't have issues from the start, you know? Like, first of all, like, it was $60 for a full-fledged multiplayer game. Now, that's not good. I do agree with that. The evacuation is nice and all, but it does not count as a full-fledged campaign mode. Like, you gotta have, like, at least something, you know, besides multiplayer in the game to justify that $60 price tag. In my opinion, like, it's just they should not have done that. Like, that was bad. Hunter down. Where are they? Sunny's here. Get rid of that drone. Alright, I'm gonna destroy that, and then I'm gonna kill Emmett. So much quicker to destroy it in stage 2 than it was in Legacy. I gotta kill him before his buoys revive him. There we go.
Hunter down.
Did he get revived? I thought I saw Sunny standing right there. But yeah, it's a shame that that happened. I'll cut away to the next match, guys. All right, we're back with another one. We're gonna be going Kraken again, since a lot of you seem to be wanting newer monsters. We're actually gonna be skipping Goliath and maybe Meteor Goliath for a while, because I think we've done a little bit too much Goliath. So we'll just be playing with the other monsters for a bit, and then we'll also be doing hunters as well. In the not in this video, since it'll probably be too long, but in the next couple of videos for sure. So let's go ahead and do it. As I was saying before, yeah, I really don't think it was wise for them to release a game that just had multiplayer in it with no campaign. That was bad from the start. I know what they were trying to do with Evacuation, but it's just too short. I think it's only like 45 minutes or an hour. And that's not enough to justify the price tag, because if something happens with the servers, like if they're not working or nobody's playing, then there's nothing else you can do on the game. There's nothing else you can do. You can't play the game. So that was bad from the start. I do remember a game being just like that though, but I don't remember if it had a campaign or not. Was it? I think it was Titanfall, right? It was the first Titanfall game that came out, not the second one. The first one, I believe, was only multiplayer, wasn't it? It was, I remember getting the first Titanfall for Xbox One, I think, for Xbox One, and I think it was only multiplayer when it came out, like, because I remember I was unable to play the game unless I had, like, an Xbox Live account, and, like, at the time, I remember, my dad got me the game, but he didn't want to pay for an Xbox Live subscription, because he didn't know what it was at the time. He didn't know that it was, like, a multiplayer subscription, so he didn't want to pay for it. And I remember I was kind of just stuck with the game, like I wasn't able to touch it or play it or anything. So like I think Titanfall was just straight up multiplayer. It didn't have like campaign or anything. I could be wrong on that. I will have to like research that after the video, but I think that's what it was. But Evolve was the same exact way. I mean, there was no campaign in it. It was just straight up multiplayer. And yet it flunked, but Titanfall became one of like the biggest franchises ever. Which, I mean, it kind of makes, if you think about it, it makes sense. Titanfall is like super fun. Not saying that Evolve's not fun at all. It's like one of my favorite games, but Titanfall was just so good, man. Like, it was so good. And then, like, you just can't compare both games. You know, Titanfall is not even a 4v1 game. It's like a first-person shooter. So, like, you can't really compare them. But man, it just sucks that we didn't get what we could have gotten from Evolve. You know, the developers had so many things planned for Evolve. They were gonna release a bunch of new hunter variants, just to name a few. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. It's losing my voice a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that. They were gonna release Necromancer Laz and Hellfire Hide, just to name a few. They had a bunch of bucket variants that they were gonna release. As for the bucket variants, they were actually gonna release a variant for all the classes, obviously except for support, because there's already a bucket support. But they had a bucket assault ready to go. They had a bucket medic. They had a bucket trapper. The assault one looked really cool. Like, bucket was huge. I saw the concept art for him. He was like massive. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get him, get him. Here we go, get him. Bucket was like massive too. Oh, I got him again.
Hunter returned to the
Oh, I'm gonna get capped again. And there we go, we got capped again.
down.
Oh, you know what? I might be able to get him here. Gonna skid on by. There we go.
Hunter down.
Oh, but yeah, as I was saying, they had a lot of variants for. There we go. We got him. That's huge. We had a lot of variants for. Well, we could have gotten a lot of variants. They were also gonna release the Velvet Worm right after they released Gorgon. Like, they had a lot of stuff planned. Velvet Worm is gonna be cool. If you guys haven't seen the video that I uploaded with monsters that were cut from Evolve, highly recommend watching it because I showcased all the cut monsters and wildlife that were in the game. And I also linked down below the videos where you can watch those test videos. They were from the developers themselves, which is huge. Like, obviously it's test footage, so it's gonna look like bad, but like the video itself is still like perfectly watchable, you know? Alright, so we're just gonna evolve right here.
The monster has evolved. The relay is vulnerable. Get in range. Monster trapped. Hunter down. Hunter returned to the dropship.
Alright guys, let's end it here.
Relay shield.
But yeah, just before we wrap up this match here and call it a day.
Hunter returned to the dropship.
Bottom line is Evolve should have at least came out with a campaign. There were a lot of issues with it, yes. They should, if they were gonna charge $60 for a multiplayer game, they should have at least included a campaign to justify that $60 price tag. And yeah, and last thing too, they had a lot of stuff that they were planned to include, a lot of new hunter variants and a whole lot of new monsters and wildlife that they were gonna add. So it is a shame, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching, guys. That's gonna be it for this video. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.